Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee and thank you so much for stopping in. This is just a brief little video on some shopping that we did and a restaurant we went to. Had to go to Ann Arbor today. It was a very early day. Had to be on the road by 5:30 a.m. to go to the hospital there for my daughter. Day before she had a test in Livonia, the Metro Detroit area. And so she stopped at Trader Joe's for me, and then we had lunch today, and then I stopped at a meat market, veggie market by her that I really like. So I thought I would just share some of the goodies, just a quick little thing. And I like to do videos on canning and vintage recipes and cooking and baking and gardening, and I throw in some little hauls too because they're fun. So I gotta put this away because the dog's gonna go crazy. But we stopped at a place right by her home that she'd never been to. It's called a Hidden Gem, and I forget the name of it's like a bar. But they take pierogies. This probably looks yucky now, but they take pierogies and they're kind of like deep fried, but not like real hard. And today was make your own pierogi palooza, and you got to pick what kind of meat. So I picked Angus thinly sliced steak, and then you got to have 3 toppings, and I did grilled onions and mushrooms and shredded cheese. And then you get to pick a sauce. For some reason when I recorded, I said it was Hawaiian mayonnaise. It's Italian mayonnaise. Italian. I need a nap. And I did Hawaiian mayonnaise. Now, what is Hawaiian mayonnaise? Because I had to ask that. And I don't know, maybe if you knew what it was, put it down below. But it is mayonnaise that has some Italian dressing added to it, so it has a little bit of a zip. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge. So yesterday, after her appointment, she was right by a Trader Joe's. And there's not many Trader Joe's in Michigan, and they're not very convenient for us. And we both really like Trader Joe's. So she went and got me some goodies. She got me a freezer bag from them too. She goes, Mom, they're really cheap and they make great beach bags even. So I'm sure with camping and things we can use it. But the reason she got me 2. She got me 2. I don't buy a lot of processed, pre-made things, but I absolutely, it's 1. I love their Mandarin orange chicken at Trader Joe's. The chicken, you cook it in the oven and it tastes it's so incredibly crispy and light. The sauce is great. You cook some rice. It is some broccoli it's just a very quick dinner, and it tastes like you're going to a Chinese restaurant. It's just, the texture is amazing. I'm gonna sneeze. It says it serves 5 and it makes 1 dinner for us because maybe a little bit of lunch. Maybe a bit of, okay, I've been up too long. Maybe a little bit left over for lunch the next day. Jim likes it. I'm gonna throw this in the freezer. If Jim was here, he'd say, well, don't throw it, just go put it in the fridge. If I say I'm gonna run uptown, he goes, well, why don't you take the car? Okay, the other thing she got me is cookie butter. I like cookie butter. I don't have it all the time, but it's so good. It's got the Belgian biscuits. What are those called? You know, Biscoff. It has like Biscoff crunched up in it, and it has cinnamon and nutmeg and all those wonderful warm spices. And I used it some this week to make a blueberry bread, blueberry zucchini bread. That video is going to be going up. And it was so good, the flavor. But it's just good like on toast or anything. But I was surprised how good it was in baking. So, cookie butter. And then she got me something else. She got me some dolmas, some grape leaves stuffed with rice. And there's they have a really good sauce on them. Sometimes it has like a lemon sauce. Our neighbors, when we lived in town, were Greek. She was, and she buy cans like this of them. And she would bring us, because my kids loved them. And they're just little grape leaves and stuffed with the rice and the spices, and those that she got had a lemon sauce. You can get them on Amazon. I need to do that sometime. But this says it's 3 servings, 3 pieces. So there must be 9 in here, and it's 120 calories. But if you've never had stuffed grape leaves, dolmas, and there's no meat, they're so good. Just yummy. This has cooked rice, and it has onions, dill, salt, spearmint, and black pepper. So that's my mini Trader Joe haul for my daughter. So then after I dropped her off and I was on my way home, there's a meat market, vegetable fruit market by her that is just really has wonderful prices and wonderful meat. And now we have venison. Jim had a successful season, so we have venison being processed, but we don't get the roast. They're not Jim's favorite, but he loves a beef roast. And they had chuck roast on sale. Oh my God, a chuck roast. They were $4.99, and they've been really expensive here. And I just like a basic chuck roast, and so does he. I cook it, you know, with the onions and potatoes and carrots, and let it get all browned, and until it just like slow until it falls apart. Sometimes we do Mississippi pot roast. I have a recipe and a video for French dip, and that's really good too. But I just wanted to have just a typical pot roast dinner one of these days. And if you, let me know if you want to see how I do it, if you don't know how to just make a pot roast dinner. And then the other, they also had, this was $4.49, so this was actually cheaper per pound. Pork and beef combo roast. See, here's the beef and here's the pork. If you've never cooked a beef and a pork roast together, amazing. Makes the best gravy I've ever had in my life. Just, it's rich and flavorful and yum. So, got this. You know, for us, this would even like do for Christmas or something. New Year's, or I don't know. So anyway, I got those 2 roasts. I also got a nice white headed cauliflower. They had these on sale for $2. And I like cauliflower always. I like to break it up and cook it, roast it. I like to cook it whole, where you put like butter and garlic, let it roast, and then you bring it out and you put cheese, or there's different ways I do it, with the sauce on top, and you put it back in till it's golden brown. You can slice it like in wedges. I also like it raw or in salads. And I also got Jim's favorite. This is probably his favorite vegetable to have with a dinner. I just broke a tip. Asparagus. We haven't been getting asparagus lately because, you know, it was prominent in the spring, and so this was on sale for under $2 a pound. So I have some chicken thigh. We're gonna have oven baked chicken. You can have this. I don't know if we'll have any other side or not. And then the last thing I got is, we love mushrooms. I buy them fresh, I buy them canned. But I've never been able to get a very good deal here locally to can them. I have bought enough for when I can, like beef stroganoff, it goes in there. I have something else I can that had them, and I can't remember, but the beef stroganoff, I remember that. Oh, spaghetti sauce. I put them in spaghetti sauce too, and that was very good. I got white mushrooms, and I'm gonna can these up. They were $1.25 per 8 ounce, and I got 12, so I got 6 pounds. And I'm going to do them in half pints, and I think some in quarter pints too, because sometimes, you know, I don't know, I don't know if I don't want pints, I don't think, because that's more than what I usually use. I think I gotta do some thinking on this, but I'm thinking half pints and maybe a couple of quarter pints in there for some casseroles or different recipes where I just want a few. If I'm cooking some eggs and want to have a little bit of, you know, mushrooms with it. Something like that. So 12. And the girl's like, do you know how many you have? I'm like, no, I don't. For sure, because I was throwing them in and I thought it was around 12, but I wasn't sure. So, I told you it was a mini haul, nothing big, but I am excited about it, and I need to do these tonight because, you know, you don't want them to get yucky. But canned, I'm excited about because, you know, you used to be able to buy the little 4-ounce can, and it wasn't very expensive. Is it 4 or 6 ounce? Well, it's gotten to where it's not cheap, and they don't taste as good as what these will taste. So thank you for joining me today, and keep an eye out. That blueberry zucchini bread will be going up, and the slumgullion, I'm editing that right now to go up, so there's things coming up. Have a great day, and see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.